Well, good evening from Hamilton Road Baptist Church. I'm sure you were watching the news with interest this evening, and it's great to know that we can begin to gather together here at Hamilton Road Baptist Church building in the coming weeks and months. We are so excited about you joining with us here to worship God together, to learn together, and to have fellowship together. We have so missed it in the last 3 months and counting. But we also want to say that we're not going to rush any process. Indeed, the officers, the trustees, the deacons, the leaders in the church have really been talking about this for the month of June as to how we should open, when we should open, and what does that look like. And we want to say thank you for your prayers for us as we have sought to discern what God is saying to us and how we can best serve you and the wider community. So currently what we are looking at is a phased return to church throughout the month of July. And we're going to be sending you out more details on what that will look like in our July newsletter early next week. We know there are some of you who would love to come on the 29th of June on that Monday morning and to get going. And we also recognise that there are some of you who are more cautious about coming back, and we want to bring everybody along, and we want you to feel under no obligation at all to come whenever we do open, and we want you to continue to show patience if you would like to be able to come earlier than you may be able to. Lockdown has taught us a lot of things. Patience and prayer has been two of the big learning points that I have received, and that's what I want to continue in these coming days and months. What I would say is that whenever we do reopen, if you're shielding, if you are unsure about coming for whatever reason, please do talk to us. Please don't feel under obligation to come. Please know that our Sunday broadcast will continue. And then whenever we have our first service here, that will be live streamed into YouTube and to Facebook as well. So if you are at home, you won't be missing out on what is happening. So if you're at home, you'll still be able to receive a Sunday morning service there, as well as a Sunday evening teaching as well. What we would also say at this point is that we want to do everything for your safety and your well-being, physically and spiritually. And in these days, it's a bit of a balancing act of that. We have been working at the church setup. We have been working at the sanitizing tables. We have been working at a one-way system throughout the church. And I want to thank the team for doing that so far and for the work that they have in the days ahead. So I do hope that there's a great sense of anticipation from you about gathering together. And please do continue to pray with us and for us, and do check your inbox next week for more information on that. And we also want to hear what you have been learning in these days, and we're going to be carrying out a bit of a survey around the church to get some of your feedback as to what you've been learning about your personal life, about your family life, and about church life. So do begin to think about some of the lessons that you have learned there. So again, I hope you're excited about gathering. Even if there's a bit of caution, that's totally understandable after all that we have been through and all that still lies ahead. During these 3.5 months of lockdown so far, we really do believe that God has done immeasurably more than we could ever ask or imagine in lots of ways, while recognizing it's been so difficult for many. And that's the same prayer that Paul prayed for the church at Ephesus, that we want to continue to pray for ourselves, that God would do abundantly more in the days that lie ahead. Even though it's going to be a different experience of gathering together, that God would do abundantly more, that he would save many in our town, that he would save many of your friends and their family who you've been praying for years, and that you will come here one day to sit with them, to worship with them, to learn with them, to see them baptized, to see them come into the membership. What a joy that will be in the days ahead. So do pray on in these days, and we look forward to seeing you soon.